Hello guys, welcome back to the Profit Madness channel. Today we are going to be looking at the market and see if everything is going as we wanted to see yesterday with the weekly update. And yeah, so if you guys enjoy this type of content, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the market. Are you guys bullish? Are you guys bearish? What do you guys want to see in this channel? Let me know. And let's start with the USD dominance chart. Like I said in the previous videos, which if you guys haven't already, make sure to go and check them out. I made some very specific video in the Profit Man's channel about why I believe that old season is about to begin, and why yesterday I was saying that I feel like the crypto bottom is almost in. Okay, it is not yet in. Yesterday I said that we were going to see a relief bounce to the upside, and so far we have gotten it, and today we are dumping. So we're going to be covering that right now. So the most important chart, like I said, guys, is going to be the USDT dominance chart. Okay, yesterday I gave you this exact level of resistance, which is at 7.20. Okay, so far it is exactly where you found your resistance. So what does that potentially mean? This means that as long as this level of resistance maintains, that you could potentially expect this to be just the retest of a level of support in preparation of going a little bit higher. Okay, but don't get it twisted. Okay, don't get it twisted, because yesterday I openly said that the bottom is almost in and that we want to see some more downside. So that does not necessarily mean, neither am I saying that I am so bullish right now. Okay, I was calling for a short-term bounce to the upside, and so far we got it. I said that I think that we may see 80,000.5. This level makes sense to see at some point, because it's the last low right here that we pretty much broke through very quickly. So if the market is going to see a bounce, we should be retesting this area at least. Okay, but the market, okay, I said very openly, go and watch yesterday's video if you haven't already, and you should be watching it, because that was a crypto weekly outlook. I still want to see the market going lower, and if we manage to get above 7.20 and 5, the way that we're doing right now at the moment of this recording, then I want to see 7.489. This is the level that I was saying I generally want to see us going to, because that would be, in my opinion, a major level for potential support, and that will most likely align somewhere around 73 to $74,000 approximately. Because if you go and look at the USD dominance chart, you can see that if we wipe this high that we made yesterday, that we will be stepping into my equilibrium zone, which is a concept that if you're new around here, I actually taught you guys in one of my previous videos. It was actually, I think, a live stream. Yeah, I think that it was this one where I explained my strategy over 6 months ago. Um, you guys can go and watch the older content if you want to learn about equilibrium zones and some of the stuff that I personally use. But yeah, we will be stepping into this area, which, in my opinion, between 7.45 and 8 and 7.92, sorry, 7.90 and 2 on the USD dominance chart, I feel like this is where we're going to be bottoming with the market. So it makes sense for me to see a push to the upside. But like I said, if we do find resistance and we don't see a candle closure, please wait for the candle closures, guys. If we don't see that, then we are going to be correcting a little bit more to the downside in preparation for another push to the upside on the USD dominance chart. So regardless of Bitcoin revisiting 80,005, just understand that what I'm calling for here is still a correction down lower. Okay, don't say, "Oh, Alex was bullish and now the market is going down." No, Alex wants the market to go down at this moment. Okay, I was talking about a relief bounce. So let's move on the next charts. You guys can see that the total one is in my area of support. The range where I am expecting to see a bottom is between 2.68 to 2.24. Anything lower than that, in my opinion, unless it's like a very quick wick, in my opinion, will basically reset the entire cycle. That would be a bear market. I'm not necessarily expecting that at this moment. I think that we will bottom out between 2.68 and 2.24 trillion dollars. That is the bullish golden pocket of the swing from this low to the all-time high. So it's a very important level for us to maintain. We do got a lot of confluence. For example, this one right here, from which we broke out but never really retested it. So we can potentially see us going down to around $2.44 trillion, give or take, on the total one chart. Next, we got a total two, which is also at a level of support. However, like I said before, we did not hit the 200 EMA just yet. So that was giving me a further confluence that we were going to go down lower. And that we still, of course, have to go down lower. Okay. So the range where I expect to find support is between 1.1 to 193 billion. But in the case of total two, if we end up going down to $802 billion, it's better because this is the trend line from COVID, where, as you guys can see, every single time that we touch this trend line, we managed to move back up in a major uptrend. Moving on, we got a total three. If you guys want to see my portfolio, my coins, how much I've invested in each coin, my entry prices, and you want to get all of my trades and exit signals, then check out the link down below. You can subscribe to our premium group. This is going to be the best deal that you can get right now. The prices will go up very soon. We want to lock in as many people as possible before the old season starts, because once the old season starts, guys, it will be too late and it will be time to sell, not to buy. So make sure to join Profit Magnets as soon as possible. Get in, secure your spot, and make this your life-changing cycle. So the total three, guys, same story. We touch another level of support between 743 billion down to 633 is where I'm expecting to see a bottom. But if we do manage to go a little bit lower, this is the same case as the total two. If we manage to squeeze down to 500 billion, that would be even better because it's the same trend line, guys, that has created every single uptrend since COVID. So you don't want to miss out on that. If it happens, that will be the best case scenario for buys. Of course, you don't want to wait necessarily for that because you don't know if it's going to happen. But if you see it, you should not be scared. If anything, you should be even more excited because that will imply that we will have a strength for a major move to the upside. This and the shoulder formation theory will be invalidated, which is beautiful because you will be missing the right. If unless we bounce right now, it's unlikely that we will be printing the right shoulder, which I still believe that that will not be necessarily bearish. I think that the pattern will fail if we were to see a bounce from right here. So, but if you go down lower, that will also invalidate the pattern. So, I think that in due time, things will shift significantly more bullish than it may appear to the average person. But we're not doing average stuff around here. So, we are excited to be buying down where nobody is really buying because they're either scared or they don't have the capital anymore because they wasted it on meme coins or they simply bought way too high. So we are glad to still have cash positions ready to deploy. Moving on to the orders chart, you guys can see that I still want to see the wipe of the October 10 low. That's where I have my alert that says that all season starts here, bottom is near or found. Anywhere between 168 to 117 billion is the level that is the area, should I say, where I expect us to find major support in preparation of this next leg to the upside. That will be massive, in my opinion. Again, stepping down into this region implies that we will be touching that trend line from COVID. So a lot of alignments with this particular trend line. Moving on, before I cover Bitcoin, let's go to Solana. So Solana looks ready to nuke down to $78 as of today. But if we don't do it today, you are looking at 78.65, which is still fine, right? I'm still expecting us to go down below $79 anyway. Between $78 to $58, in my opinion, will be the bottom for Solana. if you're interested in buying that. But I don't know, I wouldn't really buy something that has been pumping so much throughout this entire cycle. You may call it strength. I call it something that is preparing to witness capital rotation away from the from its token. So I think that Solana is just part of a rotation. Finally, let's cover Bitcoin, because Bitcoin I still want to see between 73 to 74. That will be a great area to be long in. 74, and I am referring to 74.4 to 73.7, which this will be the levels of this area right here, this rectangle that I've created. Where does this rectangle right here originate from? It's basically the low of April 2025 with the high that we made on March of 2024. This is an area where you guys can see it's pretty much empty. The market, guys, likes to balance imbalances. The market likes equilibrium. So we know that at some point, the market has to retrace down into this region and fill this gap. Okay. So I think that we will transact a little bit within this region. If we were to go lower, then I would still be longing. Okay, I have two potential setups for longs, but this is where you want to be a buyer, not a seller, guys. This move to the downside is pretty much about to be exhausted. Okay, you don't want to be that one person that shorts right now. Well, that's just for like scalping or intraday stuff. You don't want to be the person that swing trades a short right now, because it just makes no sense, especially on Bitcoin. Okay, so this will be the update for today, guys. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, join the premium group, because this will be the best opportunity as of right now for you, especially if you need to be aligned with us in terms of the coins that you bring into the old season. That would be the best way for you guys to understand when I am selling, when I'm getting out. So make sure you do that. I'll see you guys later. Peace.